guys.
Hi y'all, this is Gina and just coming through with open book. This topic is going to be over single parents are good parents too. Many of you know I did a video response to African Expo's video about teenage pregnancy is not cute. Okay, and got some comments on there, and took me into a lot of different ways of feeling, of thinking, and so I just kind of wanted to put this video out because society sometimes tell us that your kids can only be good people or turn out to be good people if there are two parents in the home. For that matter, two parents in the kid's life. Okay? So let's take that apart a little bit. By me being a teenage mom, by my mom being as strict as she was, she didn't babysit for my daughter. Okay, it had to be a dire emergency. Now, I thank my mom for doing that for me, and the reason being is because as I started to grow up, I started to see younger and younger moms. They were 12, 13, 14, But guess what? They weren't raising their kids. Their moms and their dads took the responsibility from them so that they could still be young, do what they so-called supposed to be doing at that age. Does that hurt or does that hinder? In my opinion, and from things that I have seen from my own eyes, and I'm not saying that this is across the board in no fashion. What I'm saying is I'm going by what I have seen with my own eyes. And that is, it hinders the mom, that young mom. It hinders her because she's not learning how to be responsible. She's not learning how hard it is or how much of a reward that you're going to get by raising your own child. She's not learning that I need to do better with my life. Because what ends up happening most of the time is that, and again, this is what I have seen, that mom ends up having another baby. And I'm not talking about a year span in between. I'm talking about 9 months later. I'm talking about even a year later. You're not even waiting 3 years later, 4 years later, 5 years later, waiting to get yourself together. Okay? When I had my child, my first baby, at 15, I was so terrified to look at a boy. I did not have sex again until I was 19 years old. I had my son when I was 20. Okay? You have to learn. And even then, I got pregnant with him the first encounter. Okay? And I was on the strongest dose. Again, I'm 45 years old. So back then, the strongest dose pill was supposed to be top of the line. There was no way you in the world you were going to get pregnant. Okay, but here, guess what? That 1% Gina fell into. So that's why I say from what I see, because from what I know, I took responsibility. And I said that I took precautions to not have baby after baby after baby after baby. It's too hard. It's too hard. Now, let's go and let's delve back into single parents being good moms. Good dads being there for their children. Because you do have dads that's holding it down for their babies without mom. So this is a two-way street. I worked hard as a mother. At one time, I held down 3 full-time jobs. 3. Because I wanted my kids to have what I didn't have. I took what examples I had from my mom. Do I really want to call them mistakes that she made? We all make mistakes in parenting. There is no handbook on parenting. So all you have is as you go along. You on the job training, baby. This is all you have. Because you cannot treat Johnny the way that you would treat Sam. They two different personalities. I may have to be a little more rugged on John than I am on Sam. Or vice versa. Or I may be able to tell Sam one time, every week every other day you need to take the garbage out. And he get it. But John, on the other hand, I may have to tell him over and over and over again. Okay? These are things that you learn on the job. On the job training. Nobody can tell you. Because what worked for their child may not work for your child. You can read as many books as you want to. You can watch as many Dr. Phil parenting sessions as you want to. Don't mean it's going to work for your baby. That's why I say a 2-parent household, yes, that's the ideal world. But statistics say, oh yeah, that they're going to come out much better. No, because let me tell you something. My kids are on point. My oldest girl, 29 years old, she served our country for 10 years. She chose her career first. Then she got married, and then she had her babies. This was due to the fact of she had me, she had her dad, she had my mom, she had my sisters, she had the community, she had teachers, she had people that cared. And that's what it's all about. And I hate the fact that we have lost the phrase, it takes a village to raise the children. Because that is truly what it is all about. I didn't do it by myself. Her dad didn't do it by himself. The teachers didn't do it by themselves. It was teamwork. So it doesn't matter if you're a single parent or you married or you were married and divorced and remarried. It don't matter. It does not matter. Using this and being a good example is what matters. That's what being a good single parent is all about. You can do it. People say all the time, no, you can't do it. You need to have this and you need to have that. All you need to have is love in your heart for your baby, patience, and don't forget what it was like when you were young coming up. I always remember that. Whenever I dealt with my kids, I didn't yell at them. Not very often I didn't. I didn't yell at them. I didn't dictate to them. How I did things was, you have the option to verbalize how you feel about something, but just know I have the last word on what's going to be done, because I've been where you're trying to go. So I know what's going to be best for you, even taking into account their individuality. I can't say, my son can do this over what my baby girl or my oldest girl can do. I took each and every one of them and let them define their personality. And these are the things that you have to incorporate into your parenting skills. It's not a dictatorship. Even with my youngest girl, I had to take that option from her, where she would have the option to verbalize how she felt about a decision that I made. It's not debatable. And that's what she failed to realize. This is not debatable. I'm giving you an opportunity to say how you feel about something, but it's my decision. And she couldn't grasp hold to that. She wanted, and come to find out, the child is going to go to school to be an attorney. So that's where it's coming from. But you won't argue with me. This is not your courtroom. It's Gina's courtroom. So it is what I say. So I had to take that from her. So I had to make her cut and dry. Yes or no. Okay? So these are just some things to keep in mind. It's hard being a single parent. It's hard because you got to do everything on your income. Because if you got a dad that's there, maybe you were married and now you guys are divorced, maybe he's not working. Look at the economy. Maybe he's not working. So it's just your income. Or maybe she's not working. It's just dad's income. It can be done. It's hard. Pray. Wherever you get your strength from, wherever you pull your strength from, get it from there. Talk to your children. We did a lot of talking. We did a lot of playing. We did a lot of togetherness. I'm telling you, that's the only way I made it through. I'm not saying that this is going to work for your household. But maybe it will. And I'm just here to share. And it kept us close. Because you can get frustrated. Look at the stories that's out there. Look at the moms and dads that's taking their kids and throwing them over the bridge and into the water, or running their cars in the trees, or setting them on fire, or shooting them, what have you. Look at that. Don't tell me single parenting is not easy. Don't tell me. Don't tell me it's easy. Because I'm going to sit there and look at you in your face and I'm going to tell you a bold-faced lie. Not if you're doing it the right way. Not if you're involved how you're supposed to be involved with your children. No ma'am. No sir. Just something I wanted to get off my chest. Just some information that I wanted to pass along to my sisters and to my brothers, to my beauties and to my bows. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you much. And stay strong. Keep parenting. It's going to be all right. Bye-bye.